Finally, we have arrived at the last video in this series. We're gonna create a beautiful mockup with this pattern in Photoshop. First, we will find a royalty free image for our mockup. So, go to Google and search for royalty free images. You will get a list of websites. I'm gonna choose Freepik here and search for white dress mockup in the search bar. And here you go. You will find tons of images on this website Freepik. Some of them are free to use, while others have a crone symbol next to them. For those, you have to pay for a monthly subscription and download the one you like. I will list the websites where you can find royalty free images in the description, so do check it out. Scroll to the next page until you find the perfect one. I like the one with the heart pattern on it. Don't worry, you can easily remove simple elements in Photoshop. Download the image in its original size. Remember to credit the artist or the website. Here they explain how to attribute. Click that. Read everything one by one, and they want you to add designed by Freepik to your final product and include their website link. Social media post also you should mention both. And for videos here, you should add their website link in the description. And that's it. So don't forget to credit them and finally download the image. The next step is to open the image. Go to File, click Open, select the mockup image, and click Open. I'm gonna add a text using text tool that says designed by Freepik to give credit to the website. You can also say like photo credit goes to Freepik. Add a color to your text. I'm gonna name my mockup image layer as original, then duplicate the layer by pressing Ctrl plus J. Next, I'm gonna use spot healing brush tool to remove unwanted elements on the fabric. Just click and drag over the area you want to correct. This tool will automatically sample pixels from the surrounding area and blend them seamlessly. To increase your brush size, press right bracket key, and to decrease, press the left bracket key. I'm gonna speed up this process. Here you can see I'm also using the clone stamp tool. This tool allows you to copy the pixels from one area of your image and clone them to another area manually. To do this, hold down the Alt key, click on the area you want to copy, then click and drag on the area where you want to clone those pixels. Okay, I'm done. Now I'm gonna save my file. Go to File, click on Save As, and then click Save. Next, select the fabric area using magnetic lasso tool. The difference between the lasso tool and the magnetic lasso tool is that lasso tool is a freehand selection tool allowing you to manually select an area just by drawing around it freely, but the magnetic lasso tool will automatically detect the edges and makes precise selection when the edges are clear. It actually uses the contrast between the object and the background to guide the selection. And don't forget to use add to selection and subtract from selection icon in the options bar at the top to add or remove area from the selection. Okay, I quickly select the area. Okay, done. Before we jump into the next step, there is one more thing to do. Go to File and click Open. We're gonna open the pattern repeat JPEG file and save this pattern into your Pattern Swatches panel. So for that, go to Edit, click Define Pattern, name your pattern and hit OK. Okay, now your pattern has been saved to the Pattern Swatches panel. Now coming back to your current file, create a new layer and convert that into smart objects. Just right click on that layer and select convert to smart objects. Can you notice that your selection is still on? Then click layer mask. The mask will apply to that selected area in your new layer. Then click on the smart objects icon. A separate layer file will open. Click the adjustment layer icon in the layers panel and select patterns. Here select your pattern and scale it down. Click OK. Save this file. Now your pattern is filled in your fabric layer. Next, apply the blending mode Blending modes in simple words are how two layers interact with each other in terms of colors. I'm going to use multiply blending mode here because firstly it will blend my pattern with the selected fabric area underneath it, and secondly it keeps the darker areas visible and fades the lighter and the mid-tone colors, and the overall result will be a darker effect. Then click on that layer, select blending options. Here underlying layers, split this white side slider by holding the alt key and drag it to the left. This step will bring the highlight area from your markup image and shows through on your pattern. By splitting that slider will create a smooth transition. If you drag the whole slider to the left side, it will create a harsh transition and the pixels might disappear. Next, I want to change the background color. I'm using magic wand tool to select the background. If you don't want to change your background color, you can leave this step. Quick tip, you can also take a black dress mockup. In that case, use screen blending mode. Screen is the opposite of multiply. It keeps the lighter area and fades out the darker and the mid-tone colors. The overall result will be in a lighter and brighter effect. And in blending options, instead of splitting the white side slider, split the black side slider and drag it to the right. And this will bring the shadow from your markup image and shows through on your pattern. Okay, I finished selecting the background area. Click the adjustment layer icon in the layers panel and select solid color. Choose a color you like. Right click on that layer, select blending options. Instead of dragging the white side slider, this time I'm gonna drag the black side slider to the right to bring that shadow to show through on the top layer. You can also use blending mode as well. I want to change the background color to something else. Yes, this is fine. Now the pattern looks flat on the fabric. To make it look realistic in the way that it warps around the body, we will use a tool called Liquify. Go to filter, select Liquify. Here I'm going to use the very first tool called Forward Warp tool, which is there on the left side of your screen. You can use this tool to push or pull the areas where it needs to flow, especially here, the folded areas near this hand part, around the edges, and also under the armhole. Simply, your pattern should follow the curves and flows of the fabric. I suggest taking mock-up images with less folds to make it look as realistic as possible. With more folds, it will take more time and be harder to achieve a realistic look. Once you are done, click OK. That's it. Click this eye icon symbol on this layer to see the difference. Here you go. This is the easiest and quickest way to create mockup using royalty free images. Thank you for watching until the end. This is the last video in this series of how to create a pattern repeat from your handmade artwork in Photoshop. In case you missed watching the previous videos, I'll link the entire playlist at the end. Save this playlist and come back anytime you want to watch. Thank you for watching. Bye. Take care.